here. There's some overspray.
So,
There's a big thing of overspray on the headlight.
They did respray something.
So I want to introduce you guys to my Valentine. She keeps me up late at night. She gets me going early in the morning. She's slim. She's tender. She tastes delicious. She comes in like 12 different flavors. Her name is Bang Energy. So what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are on our way to go check on the Mustang. I believe they started coating it last night, so I'm really interested to see how it's coming out. They're having a hard time with the CTS-V. The paint was absolutely terrible. If you've ever paint corrected before, if you know someone that paint corrects, GM black paint is some of the worst to do, and it's very tricky, and it takes a lot of work to get it right. So they've been spending a ton of hours on that. And I think the Lambo is pretty much ready to be coated also. So I've got to go over here to do some videos for Ceramic Pro. So we're gonna check up on the Mustang, see how it's looking, and we'll see how all the other vehicles are looking. But I did find something out, and I kind of knew this. I just never really said too much about it when I bought the Mustang, but I'm gonna show you guys when we get over there. It doesn't bother me too much, but this is what happens when you buy a car from out of state. You can't see it in person completely, and when you get to the car, you pick it up at night. And I know someone bashed me on a video previously, like, why'd you pick up the car at night? Well, that's the only time I could get to the place. Oh, shit, bumps. That's the only time I could get to the dealership to pick up the vehicle. But I did notice it the next morning, and honestly, it didn't bother me too much because I did get a really good deal on the Mustang. It's just kind of one of those things you got to live with, and the car's mine now, so it is what it is. And I don't believe the dealership tried to intentionally screw me over, but they had to have known about it. But it's not on the Carfax, so I'm guessing they had to know about it, or they kind of just saw it and said, whatever, we'll sell it how it is. But you guys will know what I'm talking about when we get over here, and I'll show you when we get there. All right, guys, so the Mustang is single-handedly done by my man Chase here. Travis didn't do shit, and Randy's too busy working on cool Lambos. So Chase knocked out the Mustang by himself. It looks unreal. So what did we do?
I did have some help.
No, you didn't have any help. Don't give them any credit.
What we did was a two-step paint correction to remove all the defects, and then we came back and we laid down 2 layers of 9H, and then today, right now, I'm coating the glass, and then we will lay down light, and that's what's going to give it the super hydrophobic properties and the ease of maintenance for David.
Man, look at that paint. So you did two-step compound, then you polished it.
So when he comes home from the track, all that rubber isn't sticking on his paint.
It's gonna slide right off. So it's got the 9H on right now, and then you have to let it cure, right, before you put the light on?
So we laid it down last night, so it's had its 8 to 12 hours to cure. So right now it's ready to lay down the top layer.
Oof, look at this. So this isn't even finished, and look how shiny this is. I can't tell if it's glass or paint. That's how good it looks.
It's glass now.
It is glass now. So you did the glass, or you're doing the glass right now. You're using the Rain product?
Yes, we're using Ceramic Pro Rain. It's rated for about a year.
Okay, so it only lasts a year, okay.
So, and on the front windshield, you know, depending on how often you use your wipers, usually if I have a coating on my windshield, it beads right off. At lower speeds, you'll bead up, but not really roll off.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, usually if I leave the house in the morning and I got some rain on there, I'll just hit the wipers one time because the friction, it will, you know, cause the coating to wear down and, you know, lose its properties. So I try to use my windshield wipers as less as possible. Yeah,
I was gonna say on the Ram, I don't even have to use the windshield wipers. This should just slide right off.
The only time I have to use them is, you know, if I'm just, you know, driving down my road, you know, 20, 30 miles per hour and it's really not beating off, I'll just hit it one time to clear up my view.
Yeah, yeah. This thing is looking mint. This looks better than brand new. Whew. Did you have any troubles with the paint?
Man, this little area right here is a weird area. Just the way it curves. Like I was able to hit this one just fine, but this is a weird area. So the scratches that were just like right here on this hip, it was
kind of hard to get to.
Yeah, it was a weird area.
Could you notice that the front bumper was resprayed?
Totally.
Ooh. Shit. So guys, this is what I was talking about. out that I didn't notice when I bought the car. The only thing I noticed when I picked it up was this crack in the lens.
And then you got...
But you could tell, yeah, there's a crack right here, there's some overspray.
So
there's a big thing of overspray on the headlight.
They did respray something right here.
Yeah, but I don't think they resprayed the whole bumper, is that correct?
I don't think so. I think it was just an area because just look how rough, you know, I think you can even maybe see
some sanding marks yeah.
in there. So.
And it's cracked right, it's got a little crack right there.
So I would say, I don't know.
So was it harder to...
See right there, you can really tell it's been resprayed.
Oh yeah. You guys can't see it on camera, but you can really tell.
I will give them credit though. They did a good job blending it.
Yeah, so I think what they did is someone hit a crowd right here. They hit something though, honestly.
It was a crowd.
And they, it's like they just taped it off somewhere and they went to fix it. So you can see there's a huge thing of overspray right under the headlight. And then the headlight's cracked and it's like they glued it together because it's sealed, it's not leaking. And so did you have to correct the paint any differently over there?
No, I did the same. I was a little, you know, I didn't go too aggressive right there.
So is that the biggest thing? You probably can't go too aggressive because it's not factory paint?
I would rather be safe than sorry because I don't know exactly what they did.
Right.
You know, pretty comfortable polishing a vehicle straight from factory, you know, because we know all the clear coats there. But yeah, we don't really know what they did. So the bumper actually cleaned up quite well.
Yeah. So it looks good. I mean, up close you can kind of just tell from the side. They did a decent job, but yeah, the bumper's got a little crack there. It's crack in the headlight, and then some overspray there.
And
so
it's not very often that the bumper's the easiest part of the car, and your front bumper was
not that bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, this is stuff I didn't know when I bought the car because I picked it up at night. So if you're buying a used car, don't buy it at night. So yeah, it sucks that we found that out. I may fix it at some point, but honestly, it's not that noticeable unless you're up close to it. You can see the overspray right there under the headlight. You see that line. Obviously, I could fix the headlight, or I could change out the headlight, but these headlights are like $800. And then like that little crack, I just noticed that one today. And then there's a little crack in the grille. But if I replace the grille with the grille deletes, it'll take all that out. But honestly, from back here, you wouldn't even know unless you were up close. So that's something I just found out. I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know how much they had actually done until we looked at it and we figured out what they actually did, because the middle of the bumper is original paint and so is the other side. So we found out that they just fixed that side of the bumper and blended it. I'm guessing they did it at the dealership just to do like a quick fix. What do you think? Have you seen this before? Just a quick fix, because it's a used car. They're just trying to knock them out and move them. Yep. So yeah, we think they just did a quick fix on it, and I became the victim of that one. So it is what it is. Got to be a little more careful buying cars at night, but I still love the Mustang. Everything else is in really good condition. I mean, there's little rock chips here and there, but it's not, the paint's not in that bad a condition. Especially now, it's fully corrected, polished and coated. Taken care of. Where's these other fools at? So we'll let's see if we can find Randy. Sounds good. Oh, Randy.
What's up?
Okay. Randy is on the phone. He's making money. Randy's a businessman right now. Alright guys, this is Randy. I showed you on the previous video. He's been knocking out the Lambo. Pretty much everyone's been taking on one car because they're trying to knock these out. So let's do the run through what we did on the Lambo so far.
Okay, so we started out with the first stage cutting step, the compound step. We went through the entire car. I spent roughly 20 hours on that step. Just going through everything. It's a very meticulous process. And then from there, everything was taped off. Of course, we don't want to get compound on, like, say, the vinyl or the rubber or all these other parts. So after the compounding stage is done, then we move over to the finishing polish, and that really just refines the paint and makes it glow. It takes out any of the haze that the compound could have left. And so we went through that whole stage. That's a much quicker process, but it still took me roughly 6 hours to do that. And then after that, we do a two-step decontamination process to remove all the oils and everything that could have been left from the polish. And that leaves the surface completely bare so that the ceramic coating can really just bond to that paint. And so yeah, that's what we did yesterday. And so as of right now, the car is prepped and ready
to be coated. It hasn't been coated yet. So look how good this paint looks. It's not even coated yet. Woo! Randy killed it. This paint's cool. Man, you guys have been putting in work.
I think Travis might have 2 more jobs over here too.
Jeez, look at that sparkle. Man, that is a good looking car. So we guys coat like the trim and stuff?
Yes. Everything gets good.
Woo! All right, since McNutt's not in here, run us through the Cadillac problems.
Well, the Cadillac, that took, we have roughly 30 hours in compounding on this car. At one point, we had all 4 of us working in the same car because I finished the compounding on the Lamborghini, Chase finished the compounding on the Mustang, and so we all hopped over on this one to help out Travis so we could get it done quicker.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Man, it turned out good.
Yeah, this thing was in really rough condition, which we weren't able to achieve 100% correction, but it still looks pretty dang good.
That's pretty damn good. Look at that damn reflection. Woo! That looks good. So this one's prepped and ready?
Yep. All the cars are ready. Your car is the only one that has the actual ceramic on it as of now, but all the other ones are going to get ceramic here very shortly.
Man, that looks good. Woo! All right, so if you're in Amarillo or Canyon or any of the surrounding cities, hit up Randy. Give him the information to get a hold of you.
I'll get you taken care of.
Where can they find you at?
At Gorilla Graphics.
Phone number there?
806-676-5111.
Hit up Randy if you're in the area. Chase, give him the plug. Dallas Fort Worth.
Chase Mods and Auto Detailing. We'll be changing that name soon, so go follow me so you can keep up with all that. So I'm not going to reveal the new name yet, but we will be changing that.
What's the phone number to get a hold of you?
469-952-9758.
Serving the Dallas Fort Worth area. All right, guys, so unfortunately that is what was wrong with the Mustang. So it's okay, it doesn't bother me that much. Like I said, probably the dealership, it was a small little fix that they had to do on the bumper, and they had to do a quick fix because that's what they do and they try and sell cars. But just make sure you look out for those things. Like I said, it's my fault for picking up the car at night and for not looking it over completely. It was late at night. I had to get back to Texas. I drove 4 hours to get the car, and I had to drive 4 hours back because I had to be at work the next day at like 4:30 a.m. So not a big deal. I can live with it. It doesn't bother me that much, but it is something that was wrong with the car when I picked it up, and I really haven't said too much about it. I think I've said something about the light before, but I never talked about how the bumper was messed up. But the paint is looking so amazing. It looks flawless. Huge shout out to Chase Misers Auto Detailing. Make sure you hit him up if you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area. But I'm really excited that the Mustang is coated. It's almost done. I'll probably do a review video on it with the Ram because they will both be coated, and super happy with their product and super happy with how they took care of my vehicle. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you always comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39, and we'll see you guys on the next one.